Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new episode on this channel. Today we are back. We are up to date with the latest and greatest drama of all time. Obviously, Hassan being a retard and getting absolutely embarrassed on the internet. Now, this video came out like 4 hours ago, so this is quite fresh, as fresh as we can get so far. After this video, I will check to see if Pegasus posted anything, but I doubt it. Yeah, we should be up to date, fresh as shit with the latest and greatest drama. Now, oh yeah, sorry. I have a bound to page up to switch scenes, which kind of fucks up with the video. Now we're back with a goat itself, more Pegasus. He's back with another banger. So yeah, let's just get into it and let's see what he has to say. Don't forget to go into the link down in the description and go subscribe, give him a like if you guys enjoy his video. Obviously, I'm reacting to it, so, it's only fair that you guys go and show the appreciation to him that, that you have for him making the video so we can react to it. And also, while you're there, if you could subscribe to my channel, that'll be amazing. You can leave a comment at the end, with what you think about the video or anything that you want to debate with me or whatever. Give me your opinion on it. I'm always open to hearing new ideas. As long as they're not fucking retarded, obviously, I will reply back.
Welcome back to a series so... Even poor Kaya subscribed.
Come
Welcome
on,
back
man.
to a series so...
Bro, I should have put the... You know what I'm missing? I'm missing the... the emo, bro, from Clash Royale, bro. Oh, that is hilarious.
Even poor Kaya subscribed.
This has to be one of his best intros yet. Oh my god, bro, that dog looks... Oh my god, I feel bad for the dog, bro.
Welcome back to a series
Anyway, let's
so...
get into it.
Even
So-
poor Kaya subscribed. In today's video, Asmongold is calling out Hassan for acting like a high school mean girl after he tried to smear XQC as a diehard Trump fan. Hassan is now advising people to buy terrorist drones from China. Lock him up ASAP.
See what I
Ethan
mean? Like I was saying, like 2 episodes ago, I was saying this guy needs to be investigated, and I still stand by what the fuck I said. He's going
has
to
responded
another level, bro.
absolutely cooking him. Hassan
Obviously.
is running defense for terrorists once again, saying
Nothing
that the
new.
recent attack in Texas was a false flag because of a shirt. People have done their investigation and found out that Hassan
Has the
owns
exact same shit.
shirt.
Yeah,
He's
has the
cooked.
exact same shirt.
Schrodinger's Turk is back. He's now cosplaying as Muslim again, using it as a victim card only when it's convenient, being
Bro, he's just still... Sneo was saying 2 episodes ago. Obviously, we didn't watch the whole thing because that was just some retarded shit. But Sneo was right, bro. This guy is trying to steal Sneeko's aura, bro. He's trying to copy him. Like, goddamn, now you're a Muslim? Like, what?
extremely disrespectful. People are calling out deranged Twitter users for cheering on their own downfall. Professional regard Sneo continues his beef with FaZe Kaysan, lecturing an Iranian person why the evil dictator dying is bad. Kaysan responds
Obviously.
talking about his family being in danger and the reality of the situation, and Sneo completely dismisses it. Pathetic. Asmongold declares his support for the Iranian people and calls out people for trying to make it a racial issue when it's innocents versus terrorists. Subscribe so Hassan gets arrested at the end of 2026.
Bruh.
Imagine the cinema.
At the end of 2026, bro? I feel like that's a long ass time, bro. Like, he can do a lot more, bro. I feel like he should be arrested right now, bro. Like yesterday. That would have been perfect.
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back everybody. Another day, another Hassan crashed out. It's a law of the universe. So, quick recap. Ever since his favorite Iranian dictator got smoked, Hassan has been non-stop losing it and lashing out at basically everybody. So one of the people he got pissy at was XQC after he said that, Hassan had a bad take for defending terrorism and oppression, which is obviously a bad take.
Yeah.
When I see a Hassan take, I know it's a bad take.
So then Hassan responded trying to smear him as a die-hard MAGA fan when XQC is in fact a liberal and betted money against Trump.
I'm more of a leftist than Hassan is because he's so radical, he's so far left Yo, not only have I never endorsed Trump, I've actually done the exact opposite. That's insane.
So Asmongold has responded. Asmon says Hassan acts like a mean high school girl when he's addressing arguments.
The right would rather get their notes from a dude that eats their toenails on camera than a guy who interviews investigative reporters, politicians, and a dude that designed JPCOA. This is because there's no intellectual right that remains. What is it? I mean, like, I don't know what does that have to do with supporting terrorism and the Iranian regime? Like, it just has nothing to do with it. It's just like Hassan has the same energy of like a mean high school girl where he's unable to engage with any of the conversations and disagreements that people have with him in good faith.
So he's just
he
making random
refers
shit.
back to bad faith arguments, character destruction, and just lying. This really has nothing to, and personal insults. You'll see that whenever Hassan is disagreeing with somebody, instead of actually addressing what this person is saying, he will constantly go and insult them, make some sort of comment about their appearance or something else. And it's never really about attacking the argument, because get the notes from rather than a guy.
Well, because he can't attack the arguments. Like, he has nothing to say, bro. That's why he's just using anything he can to attack the other person, you know, whether that be his appearance, his behavior. Like, you know, he can't debate the arguments. So like, well, fuck you eat your toenails, you know what I mean?
Who interviews investigative reporters, politicians. Nobody cares. There's plenty of people that interview investigative reporters or politicians.
Well, yeah, plus really, bro, who the fuck watches your interview, bro? Because you know, clearly you can't be trusted in anything you say. Clearly you're not gonna present a truthful and faithful representation of that conversation. You're gonna spin it and twist it in your way. So why would people want to watch your shit? Like, nobody wants to watch your interviews because everybody knows that you're just gonna twist it in the worst way possible. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to get involved with you again because they know that you're gonna twist it in the worst way possible. So like, there's no reason for anybody to watch your shit, nor do people want to partake in your shit. Like, they don't want to be associated with you.
Have bad opinions. Like, this is not even a good argument in his own standard. Like, there are people from Fox News that interview investigative reporters and politicians. Are you going to say that everybody should get their news from Fox News instead? No, it's not even a good frame of reference inside of the argument that he's making. These people,
because he's changing topic, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, but like, it's also like I said, like, I believe like 2 episodes ago I said this, where I said that like Hassan is like he's portraying to be the media, when in a lot of ways not even the media wants him, you know, even though they are very similar in the fact that they twist the narrative in the a lot of times the worst way possible, or they just twist it in such a way where they look like the righteous people and like, oh, you can come to CNN for the latest news and we're always truthful, and then Fox says the same thing, but like CNN say is far right, but then Fox News is far left, or vice versa. I don't know. I don't really care because I don't watch news, right? So they're not being truthful. They're just spinning the narrative in a way that benefits them, right? Hassan does the exact same thing. Yet not even the what's it called? The media, or like, you know, whatever, the television news, they don't want him either because he's too extreme and too radical even for them, right? So it's like nobody wants to associate with you, right? Like, you can't be trusted, and you know it's bad when not even the news the news don't want to associate with you. Like, what the fuck?
love to make up bullshit and say things that aren't true.
Yep, I mean, this is the classic.
Sorry,
To
let's go
make
back.
up, it's not even a good frame of reference inside of the argument that he's making. These people love to make up bullshit and say things that aren't true.
Yeah, exactly,
I mean, this
like-
is the classic Diddy Piker playbook, right? Instead of actually engaging with the argument, he instantly goes for the lowest blows, right? He will instantly try to lie and smear his opponent.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
We all know the second he says that XQC is
At least he's honest about it, right? But that doesn't mean that it's a good thing. Like, Just because you're honest about saying, oh yeah, lying is OP, that doesn't mean that it's a good thing, you moron.
a MAGA fan
Or
or
that
an
or that you should do it.
Israel dick rider, his entire audience will basically eat him alive, right? Even when it is literally not true, this is basically standard Hassan. I could ask an AI to predict Hassan's next move, and this shit would definitely be in the script because he literally does this all the time. It's really annoying. He did it to Ethan, somehow simultaneously calling him a Nazi and a Zionist, and he did it to me when he called me a Jeffrey supporter based on literally nothing, and that's why nobody believes a single word he says. You mean Israel bad and America bad aren't well thought out, fully formed opinions? Hassan is just a regard leading a cult of regards to the promised land of Regardia. See, there's no problem with having these opinions. The problem comes when these are your only opinions.
Yeah,
And your
exactly.
entire life ideology is based on that. For example, you think America is so bad that you think literal dictatorships and terrorists are better. That's when you're disregarded.
But you know what the funny thing is? Because then if you tell him like, oh bro, if America is so bad, then why the fuck don't you move to China or to Iran or to Ukraine or, you know, these places that you think that are so much better, right? Well, obviously I'm not like, I'm saying Ukraine because obviously Ukraine is in the middle of the war, right? Like, so right now is not the best time to go to the Ukraine, right? But if you tell him, oh, go to China then, or to North Korea since you love, you know, since you love them so much, he'll be like, well, no, I'm not gonna move there. Like, you know, I don't know if it'll be safe for me to move there because of my opinions. Well, like, well, bro, you're literally kissing their ass. Yet when you're put in front of the option to just stand by what you say, all you do is like, well, you just make excuses. You know, you're not gonna do it because you know it's not a smart thing to do. Yet you act like you believe in what you say when even you don't believe in what you say. You know what I mean? Like, it's so dishonest, man.
Moving on to Hassan sort of giving advice to people, telling them to buy terrorist drones from China. Now, I don't even know if I can show this footage because there's like bombs in the background, but
Sorry.
Hassan sort of giving advice to people, telling them to buy terrorist drones from China. Now, I don't even know if I can show this footage because there's like bombs in the background, but we'll try to censor it. Hassan
it should be
Priker tells
alright.
his chat that self-bombing is dead. Just buy a 10K drone from China. You can purchase them from online marketplaces. Interesting, Hassan. How would you know this?
Again, that's a Shahed drone. Like, that's crazy. Oh my God. Bro, you really actually don't need, like... I was thinking about this with, like, the Afghanistan, the Taliban, Pakistan
It's coming.
fight that was taking
Another
place.
good.
And I was
good
really
take from
thinking
Hassan.
about this. You really don't need suicide bombing anymore, you know? Because, like, the Taliban guy was like, oh, you have nuclear arms, but we have, like, suicide bombers. Like, we'll just blow up your country with suicide bombers. And it's like, you really don't need that anymore in drone warfare, right? You don't need that at all. Just make fucking drones. Just, you can purchase them from, you know, you can purchase them in the online marketplace. Like, China literally sells, like, explosive ordnance delivery mechanisms that you can put to a DJI drone that you can purchase, like, at virtually no significant cost in comparison to, like, you know, sophisticated equipment that you need to put together. So I guess, like, you kind of, at that point, you're doing that for the love of the game, right? Like, you're doing suicide bombing just for the love of the game because, like, you want to keep it old school. Is that what it is? Why is bro saying that? I'm just saying it's, like, insane that, I mean, this is functionally what you could get away with if you facilitated, like, a somewhat difficult to pull off suicide bombing strike, right? And instead you're just using a Shahed drone that's like, what, $10,000?
Right.
Well, hold on then, because I have a question, right? Wouldn't you, like, if you order this kind of shit, well, number one, you will almost guarantee be put on a fucking list, right? On a watch list. And number two, wouldn't you be investigated? Like say I was to buy a drone, like a Shahed drone, right? Or like stuff that's clearly used to make an explosive of some kind. Like, best case scenario, like they call me, it's like, yo, your pastor is here to pick it up, you know what I mean? Like, and as soon as I walk in there, I get arrested. Or two, I click buy, and like half an hour or maybe like a day or two later, the police will be at my door ready to pick me up and take me for some fucking questioning. Like, I can almost guarantee that it's the same thing in America, right? Like, no, like I don't think that you can just go on the internet and just, yeah, bro, just buy some fucking explosives, like, yeah, whatever, same day delivery, or next day delivery to my house, and like not be investigated or be put on a fucking watch list. Like, it's such bad advice. Like, you should not. Obviously, people don't listen to what he says, but for the 5 morons that listen to what he says, you should not do that. Also, advice for everybody: if you ever order something dodgy, right, from the internet, whether say whatever, you buy drugs or you buy something that could get you in trouble, if they call you, it's like, yo, your parcel is ready to come pick up from your local post office, don't show up. Take your loss and don't show up. You will get arrested. You know what I mean? Like, just don't. And two, don't fucking do what he said. Because there's gonna be that one more, and I'll be like, oh my god, he's so right, I'm gonna do this. And then third, who the fuck has 10 grand to just waste like that? You know what I mean? To spend on something like this. Like, oh yeah, just wake up in the morning, just order like 5 fucking drones, 50K, like, ka-ching, like, it's fucking nothing, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of people would love to have 10 grand to spend on whatever the fuck they want. But whatever, let's go on.
So Hassan is essentially giving you the script, right? He's giving you the tutorial here, giving his aspiring terrorist audience the tutorial. Hey guys, you don't need to die for this, okay? Don't be stupid. Don't actually neck yourself for these causes. Instead, just buy the drones from China. In fact, I will actually donate to the cause. I will finance them myself. Like, what is wrong with you, dude? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Put this dude in prison already. Here.
Honestly, I don't know how this guy is not in prison. Or even if he's not in prison, how the fuck is he not being investigated? Like, this is wild, bro. How the fuck can you say shit like this, yet nobody seems to give a fuck about it? And when I'm saying nobody, I mean, like, in terms of, like, fucking authorities don't give a shit about it. You do this shit here, bro, and you would be, at best case scenario, you will be under an investigation. Like, saying shit like this in Romania would in the best case scenario push you under an investigation. Like, how the fuck can you get away with it?
He is literally encouraging terrorism. Like, what is wrong with you, man? You're insane. You're insane. Homeboy telling his audience to buy terrorist drones. How has he not been questioned by the feds?
Exactly.
God knows. At FBI, apparently Hassan knows where to buy explosive ordnance on the black market. At FBI, hello, please investigate this terrorist propaganda streamer.
I mean, yeah, it's funny, but it's so true at the same time. Like, he needs to be investigated.
Literal terror tips and he won't be banned. I assure you, DJ Daniel is gooning to this as we speak.
Also, yeah, how the fuck are you not getting banned, bro? Like, even if you go by Twitch's terms of services, that's still against TOS. Because I know he doesn't stream on YouTube, he streams on Twitch. But even on Twitch, it's against their TOS. How the fuck are you not banned? And how the fuck are you still free? That's my big question.
FBI Director Cash, is your bitch ass ever gonna do anything about this guy? No, this guy's incompetent. Either gooning lord, it's ultimate gooning lord. Please use the full terminology here. Yeah, they're not gonna do anything about this. Cooked. How the F is this not an incitement of violence? Well, there's been more direct stuff before that, and that didn't really work, did it? Hamas biker strikes again. Pure responded, what's
wait, hold on.
Did it? Hamas.
Is that... That's a wild-ass profile picture. Is that Donald Trump? And is that, like, cash? Like, an iPhone 6? Like, what the fuck?
Spiker strikes again. Pure responded, what's the penalty for treason again? I don't know. Probably not something good. Maybe you should look up the definition of treason. Enemy terrorist organizations should use drones against American military targets instead of self-bombers. This guy is a freaking terrorist. Yeah, I don't know. He yaps a lot. That's all I can say. All right. He yaps a lot to the point where If I was in charge, I'd put him in prison. Okay, I wouldn't take a
I
risk
would
with
too,
this guy
honestly.
personally. All right. So Asmongold responds.
He was not thinking about this. There were like 5 really popular tweets that Hassan probably saw that said this. And they said that Afghanistans don't need to suicide bomb. They're just doing it now for the love of the game. He's stealing this.
That's a wild-ass sentence
This is a
still.
Twitter person said this. He didn't even say that. He didn't even, you didn't come up with this. You literally read this tweet and you're plagiarizing the tweet, pretending like this is your idea. This is exactly, oh my God. Not only are you trying to like say, oh, they should use these. Wow. This is sad. Honestly, the fact that he's stealing this viral tweet is almost more pathetic than he's like siding with the terrorists. It is. So he actually went and stole this from a tweet. And so like, I bet nobody even knew that. But no, there was a couple of tweets that were really popular that used that exact same language. Let me see if I can pull. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh boy.
Suicide bombing in an age where drones exist. Pure love for the game. You literally stole this from a tweet.
Bro, that is wild. Bro, imagine getting called out like that. Like, that's funny as fuck. But regardless, that's still a wild-ass sentence. And that still should be something that you get investigated.
I didn't remember that. Thought I wouldn't see that. Shameless. Absolutely shameless. Wow. Saw this battalion thing yesterday. We did. And there it is. Stolen valor. Yep. Stolen valor 100 fucking %. How does Hassan always find himself on the side of rapists, killers, terrorists, and banning people? Well, the reason why he does that is because that this is really the fundamental truth is that whenever you are anti-America and anti-West, like, yes, America and the West do bad things, but we do bad things at a ratio that is substantially lower than a lot of the other places in the world. We do. And there are privileges and freedoms and advantages that people in America have that people in almost anywhere else in the entire world don't have. So whenever you side with cultures and countries that are not America, oftentimes you side with these bad actors. That's the reason why so many people in the world want to come to America, and that's why they live in America too. Because somewhere deep down inside, they know this. It's obvious.
Yeah, obviously. Like, obviously no place in the world is perfect, right? But to compare America, and I'm giving America obviously because he was used in the example and also because he lives in America, right? But obviously, like, no place in the world is perfect. But to compare America to Iran or to North Korea or, you know, China, it's insane because, like, whatchamacallit, the freedom that you have in America you will not have in China or in North Korea or in Iran. You know, the ability to wild out like this, right? And to just call for terrorism. Well, in Iran, maybe if you call for terrorism, you'll be loved. But, you know, or to go against what, you know, to speak badly about the leader, that will never end up in a good way for you, right? Like, it's always going to have a lot of bigger consequences. Whereas in America, just like I said, I believe in the last episode, whatchamacallit, in America, if you say, oh, fuck Trump, nobody's gonna come down to your house and gun you down. Like authorities or the leaders are not gonna bust down your door and just gun you down. Whereas if you do this in Iraq, in North Korea, China, etc., you will get gunned down, right? Furthermore, here you have all this, like in America, you have so much freedom that, you know, Iranian people or North Koreans or Chinese people can only dream of. Yet for you, it's not good enough, and you pretend and you try to give this narrative that, oh, Iran is so much better than America, like fuck America, death to America, all this kind of crap, right? That you don't even believe in, you know? I mean, it's, yeah, sure, it's funny that, you know, he stole the fucking, you know, bomb tweet, you know, with a suicide bomber, you know, and the drones, like, whatever, that's funny. you know. But still, like, it's crazy to me that even if I was to say that, right, and like, sure, in court, a lawyer can argue, it's like, well, you know, this is not what he thinks. Like, he was just reading a tweet, like, you know, this is a tweet, and he made a joke about it, right? You will still be fucked here. Like, no matter how your lawyer spins it, you will still be fucked. Because at the end of the day, you are promoting terrorism. You are promoting something that's very dangerous, not just for you, you retard, but also for the rest of the people, you know, in your country. Like, how are you free? How are you not? I mean, I can almost guarantee you are on some sort of watch list, but how are you, one, not banned from Twitch for promoting terrorism, which is clearly against the TOS, and people have been banned for much less than this, like for silly shit that they shouldn't have been banned for, yet you are here promoting terrorism every day and somehow you're fine? That doesn't make sense. How you have not been investigated, that still doesn't make sense to me, and hopefully you will be as soon as possible, because you are a very, very dangerous person to the society and to you as well, you silly goose. But anyway,
or there's the simple explanation that he's a massive regard. All right, that also works.
well, yeah,
too,
obviously
right?
we all know
also,
that he's a
Hassan
retard.
plagiarizing tweets. There's no way. Okay, there's no way he's actually just doing what he accused us of doing in the past. Now,
I mean, it's not even like it's the first time he's plagiarizing tweets, bro. Like, he's been doing this a lot. But you know, it's just kind of funny, right? Like, it's like the cherry on top. It's like he's always calling people for like plagiarism and, like, you know, just saying what everybody says, you know, like dick riding, you know, whatever. But you're doing the same thing, you know. Whereas the people that you accuse of doing this, they didn't actually do that, or, you know, even if they did, it's not like you're innocent and they're not.
if you're a frequent legendary series enjoyer, you would remember a previous episode where Hassan was calling all of us slop tubers, drama farmers, Reddit plagiarists, right? Saying that we get all of our opinions from Reddit. We simply plagiarize Reddit. First off, completely got the meaning of that word wrong, considering we show the fucking post. We don't say that we created this.
Yeah,
clip or
exactly.
whatever.
Like, I was
Second
gonna
off,
say,
he
like,
said this while having 1,000 Twitter tabs open himself, while plagiarizing Twitter himself, and now he's actually just straight up stealing it, presenting the idea as his own, right? So this would be considered actual plagiarism, where you actually present the idea as your own. Of course, this moron would not understand that, right? But nobody's surprised. Nobody's shocked except Kaya. He's always projecting, right? Anything he says, it's a projection. I swear to God. He's been cut in 4K. Right, so Ethan responded, Hassan suggests future domestic terrorists use special drones and gives specific instructions for how to obtain parts. Does anyone care? Nothing matters anymore. Yep, I mean, Hassan is basically full immunity on Twitch. He's allowed to get away with literally anything at any time. He's literally out here giving a tutorial, bro. This shit is actually out of whack at this point. He's even doing a cost-benefit analysis. This man's like, hey, you know, it's actually cheaper. You can get it at virtually no cost here. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This guy's the most unhinged lunatic to ever exist.
yeah, like, I don't know, bro. I still, bro, this is such a shock to me that he can just say this shit and, like, nothing happens, bro. Like, it's just wild, bro. I can't understand this.
The clip is out of context. Oh, brother. It's
Yeah, I'm
another
sure.
Hassan
Yeah, I'm sure the clip is out of context, bro. Like, I really want to know what the fucking context is, because I don't think any amount of fucking context can make this sentence that he spewed any less horrible, any less than just a fucking terrorist threat. Like, come on, bro, really?
fan going, it's out of context. Even as chat is calling him out, there's no out of context or fine print. This guy is a regard, and so are you.
Exactly,
I don't know what
bro.
his chat is talking about, but it's not that serious. Yes. Him giving specific instructions on how to acquire drones to blow up places is yeah. That's totally not
That's
serious.
chill
It's
like
not
that.
serious at all, actually.
Yeah.
Everything is out of context is the classic Hassan head defense. What does he call it? Hassanabi heads? I was just saying the specific one. I don't watch his stream much, but I was watching yesterday, and it wasn't really what he was talking about. What was he talking about? Elaborate. Post the clip. You absolute
Yeah,
colossal-
that's I was gonna say the exact same thing. Is like, okay, if that's not what he was talking about, then tell us what the fuck he was talking about. Show us what he was talking about. Post a fucking full clip. If you say this is out of context, well, put a full clip so we can get the fucking context. But then again, just like I said, I don't think any fucking context will make this anything less than a terrorist threat. You know?
So regard, dude, I'm so sick of these goddamn Hassan fans, bro. They're rage baiting. They gotta be rage baiting at this point. Average Hassan fan, all 270 episodes, 40 minutes long. They're all out of context. Every single one. You actually have to watch Hassan's entire stream for this. Oh my god. All 10 hours, please.
I am watching.
Then say what he was talking about. Say it right now. No response. No reply. Of course. Of course. And stop pretending you're not a Hassan viewer. I'm sorry. Like, oh yeah, I'm not a Hassan viewer. I just happened to watch it this time, and I'm going out of my way to reply to multiple people to defend him. Shut the fuck up. Here we got 37-year-old unemployed loser who got exposed by Ethan, and deranged lunatic who said Asman killed his mom. Ethan Klein bravely combating harmful stereotypes about Jewish people being smart. Still working on the neurotic part though. I love how it is completely unrelated to the clip. Like completely unrelated.
Like, it has
just
nothing
a
to
random
do with
sort of attack just to distract from Hassan doing this unhinged shit. At the FBI, time to have a serious talk with Hassan Piker, casually telling viewers how to buy cheap drones and attach explosive ordnance delivery mechanisms from China. His audience includes leftist radical. Just say terrorists at this point. I mean,
honestly,
he knows it too.
If you say,
he knows it at this point.
If you
Who
say
might take
terrorists,
this the
that
wrong
would be
way,
perfect.
This isn't just edgy commentary. It's specific how-to info on weaponizing accessible tech. Insane how Twitch allows this. No, Dan Clancy is actually really pleased at this. He can use it in his gooning sessions. Imagine explosive gooning sessions. Holy. He's
Bro,
going to buy
no.
the drones from China in order to, I don't know what the fuck is going to go on under there, but he's going to make a party out of it. Never underestimate.
fucking explosive confetti. Oh, oh! Yeah, like, how the fuck do you allow this on your platform, bro? Like, even, like, we all know that Dan Clancy is a moron, right? I don't know, a moron, but he's clearly... No, actually, no, he's a moron, right? But how the fuck do you not realize that by allowing Hassan to say all this shit on your platform and you not banning him, not striking his channel, you know, or just like straight up like fucking life ban, right? For promoting terrorism, it's not making you look worse. Like, you are the fucking CEO, I believe, or the SEO or something like that, of Twitch, right? You're the one in charge. You're the one that has full control of the platform. Yet you allow someone like Hassan, who's promoting terrorism and terrorists, and it's not like, oh, he just did this one thing, bro. It's just like a mistake. No, this is his content. This is what he does. You know what I mean? When he says 10 toes fucking down to the Houthis, however the fuck it's pronounced, you, as the person in charge of the fucking platform, you look like a fucking clown. Better yet, you demonstrate how big of a fucking clown you are, because you, alongside with the team at Twitch, have decided to sing him happy fucking birthday on his fucking birthday to someone who's promoting fucking terrorism on your platform, which is against your fucking TOS. Give me a second, I'll actually show to you that is actually against you. Right, so we are on terms of services, right? Let's do Control F and let's do Tero. Is that how you spell it? Or whatever, where is it? Oh no. Is it, wait, what? Tero. Oh, fucking hell. How the fuck do you spell it? Hold on. Right, sorry. I'm just trying not to dox my email address or anything like that, you know what I mean? Okay, let's do violence. Violence. Right, hold on. Let me find it and I'll show it to you guys. Right. I have found it, and it's right here in front of you. So, twitch.com community guidelines, right? Terrorism and violent extremism. Terrorism and violent extremism promote unlawful violence and spread messages of intolerance. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism or violent extremist actors or acts. This includes threatening to or encourage others to commit acts that would result in serious physical harm or significant property destruction. For example, you may not content warning, display or link terrorism or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures or footage of terrorists or extremist violence, even for the purpose of denouncing such content. Bogdan Clancy, he does that on a regular basis, and yet he's still on your platform, right? Like, how is this possible? In the TOS, it also says that Twitch relies on the combination of proactive detection and user reporting to identify terrorist content. We utilize a visual content detection tool to scan live streams for particularly objectionable and potentially harmful content, including extreme violence and gore. When the system identifies content that may potentially fall into these categories, it generates an urgent report that is escalated to our safety operation team to determine whether the content does indeed violate our terrorism, violence, or gore policies, right? And then here it says that you can also do it by, clicking the dots and reporting it yourself, which I'm pretty sure people have been reporting this, like, guaranteed. And also, I'm pretty sure your system has detected this because, for example, when he was like reacting to the fucking terrorist dancing and shooting AKs, right? You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, let's go, look at them, have fun, look at them, like, I'm pretty sure your fucking your bot, right? Your content detection bot has definitely sent that ticket to the further ups, right? So how the fuck can you say that he's allowed on your platform, yet in your TOS you say that this is against your TOS, right? Because he's glorifying terrorism, right? He's glorifying violence. He's telling people, go buy this instead of suicide bombing. Just go buy this drone from China and buy these, or just get what you need to make the bomb, and then that's it, bro. You can bomb anyone. It's like 10K, bro. It's like cheap as fuck. Like, think about it. What, kill yourself when you can just spend 10K and you do the same thing, like but I mean, you can bomb people, right? Also, as prohibited conduct says, you promise not to violate any laws or anyone else's rights. Whatever, ignore the anyone else's rights for a second, right? You promise not to violate any laws. It is illegal to promote terrorism, even in America and in like most parts of the world. Terrorism, it's illegal. So how the fuck is he still on your platform? Now, obviously, I know Twitch doesn't enforce the rules, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the problem. The fact that you have your TOS says one thing, people do another thing, and you are like, well, whatever, bro. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't know, man. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's not like someone say, oh, whatever, bro. You're not allowed to wear revealing clothing, right? But then women bypass that by just saying that they're at the beach or at the swimming pool, right? So they can wear revealing clothing. One, I'm not saying that's good, but really, in comparison to terrorism, that's nothing, right? Like, whatever, you can let someone like that slide, right? Be like, whatever, I don't give a shit about this, right? But when someone is fucking promoting terrorism and reacting to terrorist content on their stream live to tens of thousands of viewers, you refuse to do anything about. That's not like someone just fucking wearing revealing clothing, even though it says in the TOS that you should not be doing that. You're not allowed to do that. This is a serious issue. It breaks the law. It also breaks your terms of services. So how the fuck is he on your platform? You see what I mean? Like, this is the issue that I have, right? And I showed you guys 3 different things that twitch.com or twitch.tv has said themselves, right? This is from twitch.com, but these two are from Twitch TV. The same thing, is just, I guess, their extension. at the end instead of .com is TV, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you get the point, right? So these are all from Twitch directly. This is what Twitch says you should not be doing. And this is what happens if you do that, right? You get, you instantly get flagged and you also get reported, but you do nothing about it. So explain to me how. And how the fuck do you not realize that this makes Twitch and you, right? But we're talking, say, Twitch as a platform, right? Look really fucking bad. And ultimately you, since you're the one that in charge of Twitch, right? You're the one that's making all the decisions, right? You're the big dick guy or whatever the fuck, right? Like, if you say ban that guy, nobody can say otherwise. That guy is getting banned. And you do nothing about it. About something that's very fucking serious. I'm sorry, bro, but your company looks like shit. And Amazon, I don't know how Amazon is not grabbing this guy by the head and saying, bro, wake the fuck up, get that guy off your platform, or the contract is over. Like, this is a serious issue. Not only for Twitch, but also for Amazon. Because Amazon is the main company, right? And Twitch is owned by Amazon. So, by proxy, by the fact that Amazon owns Twitch, Amazon also looks like shit. Because Amazon doesn't do anything to tell this cunt to fix this shit and to ban Hassan for promoting terrorism, which obviously looks bad even on Amazon. Whatever, let's continue.
Estimate Dan on his ability to goon effectively. Probably not the best idea to say this stuff to 40k plus viewers, especially when you have radicalized terrorist fans and they're just pointing out the person who Hassan was, being so friendly with, and then they, later got 11 counts of making terrorist threats.
See what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. And it's not like he's like, well, I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that if he's talking to 5 viewers, it should be allowed, right? Because it shouldn't be. Like, it's illegal, full stop. It's not allowed, full stop. But you got 40k viewers, and you also have a history of your viewers listening to you spew shit and then go act on that shit in real life. Like, 11 counts of fucking terrorism. This is not a joke. This is not, oh, bro, he stole fucking bread from the gas station. The cops arrested him because they were dickheads like that. You know what I mean? No, bro, this is like dangerous shit. This is life-ruining shit. And retarded people will hear him and be like, oh my god, it's such a good idea. And then they ruin their fucking life. Like, you need, like, as a company, you need to step in and eliminate this guy from your platform.
And then they later got arrested. I cannot believe the guy who was always sympathizing with terrorists would do this. I am almost as shocked as Kaya. Moving on to Hassan defending terrorists once again. Who would have thought, guys? Who
Oh
would
my
have
God.
thought? Now, reminder,
No way.
last time Hassan preemptively justified any future terrorist attack in the USA, saying that it's a setup from Israel, it's a setup from the US, and basically everything is a false flag, right? So Hassan tweeted, if there's any terrorism that happens on US soil now, you will never be able to convince me, nor millions of other Americans, that it wasn't Israel and America conducting it together to rally the masses to support an insanely unpopular war. So it turns out just days after, a terrorist attack actually did happen in Austin, Texas, and Hassan is instantly implying that it's a false flag. The reported shooter in Texas identified as 53-year-old, and they wore a specific shirt here, which will be context we need for later. Hassan quote tweets going, "Come on, man." And the implication is, oh, of course they're wearing that shirt. How convenient, right? And if you look at the replies, you'll see it. So clearly a false flag. This is comedy. Friends of yours? People quote tweeted, bitch, you literally own the same shirt. And he has the same shirt as the shooter, implying that it's not like this ridiculous thing that people would do to set up a false flag. You previously mocked Alex Jones getting sued for $1 trillion for calling the tragedy a false flag. And now if the exact name, there's a Islamist terrorist attack. You're inciting this evil with your violent rhetoric. You need to be deported and arrested. And arrested. Don't forget the arrest. Okay, you can't just put him in a different country because he's gonna do the same shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel like if he was to get deported, right? Like, I don't feel like Turkey would allow this. Like, I feel like Turkey would probably put this guy in jail. You know what I mean? On a terrorist watch list, and like he will definitely be put in jail. Or at a bare minimum, he'll be put on a terrorist watch list, and it'll be investigated pretty hard, right, for the shit that he said. Because wait, hold on a second. I just realized something. Is that in the background like this? Like, did he buy a bed that looks exactly like Kaya's bed? What the fuck? Whatever, bro. I'm sure it will come up again. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Turkey would not allow this kind of shit, right? And I don't know, bro. I still to me is something that's so shocking that America allows this guy to just walk freely and not investigate him. At bare minimum, investigate his ass, but whatever.
As a shooter, implying that it's not like this ridiculous thing that people would do to set up a false flag. You previously mocked Alex Jones getting sued for $1 trillion for calling the tragedy a false flag, and now if the exact name, there's a Islamist terrorist attack. You're inciting this evil with your violent rhetoric. You need to be deported and arrested. Don't forget the arrest. Okay, you can't just put him in a different country because he's gonna do the same shit.
Yeah, but most countries wouldn't, like again, like I said about Turkey, but most countries wouldn't allow this to begin with. Like, you would definitely be arrested if you did this shit in other countries. Especially, I live in Romania, right? I'm Romanian, so like in Romania, if you did this shit, you'll be arrested instantly. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, you say this shit and like in a maximum a week, you'll be arrested. If you're lucky, you just get away with being interrogated to hell, and if they genuinely deem you not to be dangerous, just a fucking retard, they will put you in a mental asylum. But if you are dangerous, then they'll just put you in prison, and you'll spend the rest of your life in prison. I don't know how America lets this shit fly by.
Those flags used to have nuance. Where do you get the shirt? Target? Did America deserve this one, Hassan? Probably, according to Hassan.
Yeah,
how convenient for them. Now they have
yes.
an excuse to be even more racist towards people. So he's got a bunch of Hassan fans going, it's a false flag. So then Ethan's subreddit points out the shirt he had, and Hassan starts fucking losing it. Calls out Ethan Klein and his community for attempting to terror jacket him. This is nasty. Proceeds to call them ultra-Zionists.
Yeah,
so
obviously.
Context, here's the post he's responding to. Hassan insinuates that the terrorist attack in Austin was a false flag because he's wearing this shirt. Meanwhile, he owns the same shirt. And this is on the H3 Productions subreddit. Yep. So Hassan responds,
bro, Ethan's audience they're so crazy. Like, this is nasty, dude. This is some lunatic shit.
How is it lunatic shit if you literally caught yourself in 4K with the exact same fucking shirt?
Yeah, I think responsible statecraft is Quincy. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that an audience filled to the brim with liberal Zionists and ultra Zionists who have aligned themselves with
Zionists. They're all Zionists. So now whatever they say doesn't matter, even though they're correct, and just, shitting on your face using your own fucking picture. After you said that, it was just propaganda because he was wearing the Allah shirt. But then, people say, yeah, bro, you're a retard because you have the exact same shirt. So is that propaganda too? And you're like, wow, fuck, bro. These guys are just Zionists, bro. Like grifters. Like, what the fuck? Are you retarded or are you just retarded, bro?
Every right-wing shithead, every pro-Trump shithead would...
By the way, it's going to be a long-ass video, but you guys are pretty used to have 1 hour plus videos because obviously I'm giving my opinion and, I'm not just sitting there like dead just watching the video start to finish, right? I'm giving my own opinion, so they're obviously turning to be pretty long, but I think it's going to be longer than usual.
Insinuate that I'm somehow involved. That's cool. I don't think that's the argument, to be honest. I think they're just pointing out that that's not a good piece of evidence. I don't think that's the argument, to be honest. Wait, I never said that it was a false flag because he was wearing a property of Allah shirt.
But you literally fucking did.
That was the only reason why it was. It had the markings of a false flag. I said the timing of it was awfully suspicious. Also, you do realize that they made this post just to like terror jacket me, right? You understand that?
Yeah,
44-month subscriber. Like, you don't have to hand it to white liberal Zionists on a daily fucking basis like this hard,
Right. Watch out, guys. Watch out. He's ulting. He's ulting right now. You're a liberal Zionist. You're an ultra Zionist. You're an Israel dick rider. Okay, Hassan, we get it. I mean, dude, You can't just keep doing this, okay? You can't just
Yeah,
keep
like,
doing
you gotta
this.
drop
You
the
can't
act,
just
bro.
say something stupid, and then anytime you get called out, you go, it's Israel's fault. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? This is about you.
Bro, that picture's all but is fucking legendary, bro. Mr. Bean in San Andreas.
Saying that a random terrorist attack is a false flag based on literally no evidence at all, okay? For the last time, Sir Diddles Piker III, you shocking your dog has nothing to do with Israel. You preemptively justifying terrorist attacks before they happen has nothing to do with Israel. You giving a tutorial, a fucking video game tutorial, and a financial analysis like a fucking accountant, right? Doing a cost-benefit analysis here. You are on your own, okay? Unrelated to Israel. You're a lunatic freak. Okay? And we quite literally have 200 episodes of evidence to prove that shit. He goes, oh, they're just trying to say that I'm somehow involved, right? He's trying to say that, oh, they're calling me a terrorist. They're saying that I'm involved in this attack. Now, nobody did that, okay? Nobody's actually saying that. What we're actually saying that it's a dumb argument to say that it's a false flag based on a flippant shirt, which is obviously what you were doing. Everybody can see that.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
here you are trying to change your story, and even then it doesn't make sense. You're like, oh yes, the circumstances are very convenient. Okay, what are the circumstances? Then elaborate a little bit. And even then, nobody believes you because you were justifying it preemptively. You
Yeah,
were doing it
exactly.
before the
You
attack
already
happened. So
said that
no matter
you'll be
what
happy if this
terrorist
will
attack
happen.
happens, Hassan will immediately say it's a false flag. He will always say it because he's admitted it. That's his position. Any future terrorist attacks are a false flag, according to Hassan. And that is the most disgusting shit ever. People literally get sued for that shit for millions and millions of dollars. Somebody sue Hassan. And the fact that your own 44-month subscriber is calling you out, right?
Bro, fucking hell. I just realized that. Imagine being a 44-month subscriber to Hassan, bro. How fucking brain dead are you, bro? Like, I swear to God, bro. This guy, I think he just lives in a mental hospital, bro. Like, bro, your brain must be fucking melted, bro. Like, it doesn't exist anymore.
Your own 44-month subscriber is calling you out.
Also,
right?
is that I think it's pinning it, right? Yeah, it has to because the ban is down there.
Paying loyal subscriber of 3 to 4 years, even they can see what's actually going on. But let me guess your response to them. They're a Zionist. They're an ultra rabid Zionist. Yes,
Yep.
the Zionist who's
It's always the
subscribed to
Zionist,
Hassan for
bro.
44 months. Yes, makes a lot of sense. So then he goes back to his playbook. He becomes Schrodinger's Turk, color changing, race changing, religion changing, everything. He's now Muslim again because it's convenient and he can play victim now. And
Wait,
it's so
again?
disrespectful. It's so disgraceful. It
When
is
did he
the
do
same
that
as
before? 'Cause I
Sneo
can't
going,
remember.
well, I'm a Muslim now, and then disrespecting all the people, all the culture, everything about it. It's so stupid.
You get what they're doing, right? Like, that's not... Is it that difficult for you to comprehend? Do I have to write it out for you? They're like, oh, Muslim guy. He also wears a property of Allah sweatshirt, just like this terrorist did. Like, do you think there is a reason why they're doing this, or do you think it's just? I mean, I don't doubt it. Okay, well then don't fucking come in here to try to do this like hyper rationalization shit. What is this? There's no good that comes from covering him. You're playing into his hand with this and a 40-month sub. You're right. I should just fucking eat it. I should just eat it. You're right. We should have a supposedly liberal group, a liberal content creator and a fucking audience that is comprised entirely of right-wingers now. Just fucking say that a terror attack happened and
Damn,
look
bro,
at this guy.
relax,
He's just
bro.
like this other Muslim guy that we hate.
Bro, you're such a bitch. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he is a bitch, though.
Anytime this guy is
He's-
criticized,
he's
regarding
melting, like,
anything,
he's about to
he
start
has to
crying.
be playing victim, bro. He has to bring up religion or skin color or something like that. Dude, none of that shit.
Well, yeah, because he has no actual arguments to bring, so he's just using anything he can to deflect from him having to answer that question and to actually explain it, because he has nothing to say. So he's just gonna use religion and personal attacks to just change the topic.
Matters. You're the only person who cares about that because you're literally racist. Okay, that's who you are. That's why you always bring it up. None of us are talking about that shit. It's only you. And everybody knows this. Everybody sees this, that it's your words, your actions that are consistently horrible. All right? And you really need to stop this disgusting behavior because it's so low, right? You use entire communities as a shield. You are using the Palestinians as a shield anytime you got in any argument, and now you're using Muslims and you're using some other group. It's just so disgusting, bro. And of course, he is arguing with his own community who dared to point out any bit of disagreement, you know, any poor sort of rational conversation not allowed here. People responded, don't want to be called a terrorist, don't support terrorists.
I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Also, is like, how can you not take at least like Hassan has this problem when he can never admit that he's wrong about anything. You know what I mean? It could be the most mundane shit ever that he got wrong, and he will never admit that he's wrong about it. Like, he in his head, he's always right. And he always has to be right in his head. Like, he can never just say, yeah, I take the L on this one. I fucked up. It is what it is. No, bro. He has to be right. He has to spew whatever bullshit he can just to act like he's right and everybody else is wrong.
Pretty simple.
Is this picture, what the fuck? Is that a bird with testicles? What the fuck is that? That's a strange ass picture, bro.
Meanwhile, the casual fun conversations he has with his friends.
Oh, like overall, what my favorite flag? Yeah. Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh. Does it sound really...
Yeah, bro, come on, man. Like, even his friends are like, man, what the fuck did you just say, man? Just shut the fuck up.
Overall, what my favorite flag? Yeah. Hezbollah.
I like how his shirt says, show me your dick, bro. Like, you gay as fuck.
Like overall, what my favorite flag?
No, show me your dick.
Yeah. Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh. Does it sound...
Bro, yo, come on, man. Imagine how down bad you have to be when, like, you say, oh, yeah, my favorite flag is Hezbollah. And even your friends are like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you know you're fucked up, bro. Like, maybe you should take a break. Maybe you should just chill out. Press those fucking brakes a little bit, bro. Like, come on.
Really owned this shirt, Lamau, no freaking way. And he was trying to allude to the terrorist shooter being a psyop. Can't even make this shit up. Pure comedy gold. Only on the legendary series, Cinema. Anyways, quick tangent here with Hassan's best friend, also known as Luffy from One Piece here.
Yeah, I was gonna say Luffy from One Piece. Yeah.
He tweets, it's time to wake up and hunt Israeli ships. Interesting. And I'm not gonna play this video, but... he's basically speaking in another language, and, you know, he's saying some interesting things, like, you know, last time when he said he was gonna bomb ships, you know, of course, something that civilians
something peaceful,
do, right?
Something chill like that.
But wait, I thought he wasn't a terrorist or a Houthi. No, he's actually suing Ethan Klein for defamation about this, right? Surely this lawsuit is going to totally work out for him. Bro, what is this guy doing?
Wait, hold on. Bro, what? There's no way he's actually suing. Oh, give me a second. I need to look this up. Okay, we're back. Okay, apparently this might be true. This is on the on Ethan Klein's subreddit. Whatever, bro, whatever his name is, right? Has officially launched a fundraiser to sue Ethan. Yeah. I'm sure this will work out, and apparently should. Obviously, it is already, so I don't know. Maybe it should, maybe it's not. There was apparently a fundraiser page, like the cuffed page here, but when you go on it, you can't. Like, there's nothing. Look, it says not found, so it got taken down. Which, oof, I guess it's sad. Shit happens, bro. But yeah, anyway, let's get back.
He's actually suing Ethan Klein for defamation about this, right?
Which I'm sure it will work
this
out,
lawsuit
bro.
is going to totally work out for him. Bro, what is this guy doing? The Red Sea is ours? Reminder, he was tweeting this shit out. Is it fair that I'm labeled a terrorist because I showed solidarity with Palestine? No, it was because you were threatening to bomb ships and impale people, buddy. Not to mention, you were talking about ending Ethan Klein forever. So, like, I don't know, man. You're not making a good case for yourself.
Yeah, like, it's not, bro. When you say shit like this, it's not like, you know, people will be like, man, you know what, maybe he's not a terrorist. I don't know, bro. People generally think the other way around, bro. Like, come on, stop playing retarded.
The biggest Hassan fan, a refined feeling and a beautiful voice, and looking at Hassan fucking doing something. What?
Bro, Hassan looks like he's about to fucking defrog that microphone, bro. He's definitely gay, bro. He definitely likes sucking.
Hassan fan, a refined feeling and a beautiful
You can fill in the rest.
voice and looking at Hassan fucking doing something. Wonder how his fundraiser to sue Ethan is going. Looks like he bought a sweet ass boat and a nice cell phone for his friend over there for that money, so I think it's going great. Probably Hassan. It's Israel's fault. Israel now forced this poor boy, who wasn't a pirate before, into a freedom fighter to survive the oppression. He wasn't one before, but Israel is to blame.
Yeah.
He's Anne Frank. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Bro, Hassan is so regarded, you can't even like memorize all the dumb shit he said.
Yeah, exactly. Like he says too much shit to keep up
Bro,
with.
Hassan is so regarded, you can't even like memorize all the dumb shit he said.
Do you think he's like Anne Frank?
What?
Do you think he's like Anne Frank?
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Imagine those who donated.
Bro, come on, man. You can't be serious, bro. Sometimes you just gotta... Bro, fuck, man, bro. This guy is such a retard, bro. How the fuck can you say that a terrorist is just like Anne Frank, bro? Like, come on.
To his I'm not a terrorist GoFundMe. Probably the same people who donated a Caseytron and friggin' the filter is frying me. He's the pretty boy of the Houthis. Moving on to Rev talking about some deranged Twitter users, right? And Hassan's unexpected alignment with Sneo.
You see Twitter users like this saying "Death to America" is the moderate position. Very ironic coming from this individual in this type of account. And then you see Iranians saying, Iranian here, I want to thank American leftists for educating me these past few days and correcting my understanding of Iran and radical Islam. I almost trusted my own experience, my parents' trauma, and what my family in Iran endures daily instead of your wisdom. What would I have done without your tweets and TikToks? And as this user ironically points out, silence Iranian, a white liberal is talking.
Yeah, man, like, bro, imagine, bro. If I was that girl, right, that posted. Oh, let me go back and I'll let me drag my webcam down a bit so you guys can see it, right, bro. If I was this person, or if I was in this person's shoes, I would be fucking furious, bro. Imagine you know what you've been through, you know what you suffer through, and then there's some like retarded white liberals saying, man, shut the fuck up, bro. It's not bad. Like, what do you mean? You're making all this shit up, bro. You support Israel, like whatever. Just saying some like retarded shit, bro. I'll be fucking furious.
Silence Iranian, a white liberal is talking.
Obviously, this woman is taking the piss, right? Like she's obviously making fun of the people that, you know, say that Iranian people that have those experiences, those traumas, or family members that have been through some fucked up shit in Iran, you know, are wrong. You know, she's making fun of that, but still, right? Like it is infuriating, right? Especially when you're someone that's in that position and you see that people are just making a mockery of you and they're trying to discredit you because that doesn't align with their political views. Like that, you know, that is infuriating, especially when you go through some fucked up shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, everybody will be pissed off, right? But at least she's taking it, you know, better. At least publicly, she's taking it better and just making a joke out of it, right?
Hassan has gone so far off the deep end, he is literally...
Bro, the fucking... What was his name? Peter Parker meme is fucking legendary.
on the same side as Sneo. He's literally...
Well, you know, being on the same side as Sneo is not a shocker, you know. I think we all knew that already,
with
right?
Sneo. Sneko's got his back on this situation. I'm not even going to play this clip. I don't even want to listen to this clown. But Sneko's come out with some...
I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Absolutely deranged tweets the last couple of days. And he also believes this attack was a false flag event. He agrees with Hassan. Hassan and Sneo are one. They are conspiracy theorists together on this issue.
Yeah, I mean, Sneo and Hassan being on the same side, it's truly a 2026 moment right there. I guess when you're a professional regard, you do sort of see eye to eye, right? But I really find it funny, those Twitter users, they got those like flags in bio, the LGBT flags, and then they're supporting the people who would literally have them executed.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the irony, right? Like you see all these people that are like transgender or gay or whatever, right? Like they're part of the LGBT community, right? Supporting Iran, yet they're retarded enough to not understand that if they were in Iran, they will be fucking killed.
the Iranian government would totally love you. Wait, no. I was watching my favorite streamer, Hassan Piker, and he told me they're weirdly pro-trans.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure if Hassan said it, then it's true. Right?
By the way, Iran is actually weirdly very pro-trans.
It's
Bro, what the fuck? I just noticed that. We love KFC. Bro, are these all fucking Zin boxes? Like, you know, like nicotine Zins or whatever the fuck they're called? Like, oh, look. What the fuck are those? Are those like Zin boxes? That's fucking wild amount, bro. Like, holy shit.
pro-trans, of course.
By the way, Iran is actually weirdly very pro-trans.
It's just the chickens for KFC again, bro. Hassan, I love revolutions. Iran does a revolution. No, not like that. No, not like that. Not the one I wanted.
Yep.
I was talking about in America. No. Hassan needs to be arrested under federal terrorism charges. Enough is enough. This is outright treason and supporting the enemies of the U.S. Unironically, people are sent to Gitmo for less than what Hassan has done. He needs to be locked up. I mean, listen, as long as the proper procedures of the law are followed, I have no problem. I will say he has done a lot of things where you could make an argument to put him in prison for quite a while. Okay, especially the threatening
honestly.
to murder people. And then now another thing.
And like, you know, telling people how to get bombs and like how to bomb places without killing themselves, you know, reacting to terrorist videos and you know, saying that, you know, what they're doing is noble and it's a good thing. Like, yeah, the list goes on. Yeah, you can definitely make an argument that he should belong in prison, you know, for the rest of his life or in a padded room. Yeah, 100%.
On the forefront is advising people how to be terrorists, literally giving them instructions.
Yep.
Moving on to FaZe Kason destroying Sneo. Now, recap, Sneo was trying to lecture Kason in Iranian on why the dictator dying was actually a bad thing. Now, Kason actually has family there, so he actually knows exactly what's going on. But no, Sneo will educate you.
Sneo is the
In
smarter
fact,
one,
before
just like
we look at
Hassan.
Kason's response, Sneo has gone even more regarded here. Khamenei possibly set the trap that will win the war. 86 years old, reportedly with cancer. If he allowed the Jeffrey Empire to martyr him, he proved he does not fear death. His opponents can never say the same. Iran and the axis of resistance are more united than ever. 20k likes.
What do you mean, bro? Like, he allowed the Epstein, I'm guessing that's what he's meant to say. I don't know. It's fucking blacked out. Like, anyway, whatever. He allowed, like, basically America to kill him, right? He proved he does not fear death. Bro, he didn't even know that he was getting killed. That was, like, surprise. Like, you know, he went to meet up with his homies. They all met up, and they were like, gone. He did not allow them to kill him. He didn't know he was going to get killed that day. And even if he did, how is that a good thing? That, like, he allowed them to be killed, right? Which, I mean, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just move on, bro. My brain, I feel like I'm becoming brain dead. Like, what the fuck?
Twitter is so flippin' cooked, bro. What is wrong with these people? He's like, oh my god, Khamenei, absolute genius that got, you know, cooked on day one of the war, right? Wow, he was so courageous and brave. He does not fear death. Like what are these people parroting, bro? Even Hassan's uncle Chunk Yogurt was like,
Chunk Yogurt, bro. Yeah, no, honestly, we're just calling him Chunk Yogurt, bro.
God, this guy's so brave. Wow, he never knelt down to the America and the Israelis. Wow, he's...
And by the way, Chunk Yogurt, alongside Hassan, they live in America, right? And all they do is just talk about how bad America is and like fuck America and all this shit. Bro, fuck off back to Turkey then. Get the fuck out of America. I don't live in America, so you could say, bro, why the fuck do you care? You don't even live there. I know, but it's pissing me off, bro, because it's people like this that they are so fucking entitled that they live in the country and they try to rule the country to their liking. Bro, you don't like it? Fuck off. You're not welcome. Like, bro, if you come to America or if you come to Romania or to Poland or to whatever the fuck you go in the world, right? if you go to a foreign country, you respect that foreign fucking country. You respect their rules. You respect their beliefs. You don't do everything that you can to go against it and to wish the worst for the country. You should be fucking deported or made a fucking slave. Honestly, you should be made a fucking slave for that country that you disrespected. Like, just fuck off back to your country then. What the fuck are you doing in America if all you do is like, oh, fuck America, that's America, oh, America is so bad, America is this, America is that. Then go back to fucking Turkey, bro. Fuck off out of here. Like, nobody wants you if all you do is wish the worst on the country that you live in. You're taking away from the people that live there and want to live there, or the people that have come from a worse situation, say, I don't know, the war in Ukraine, right? And they moved to America for a better life, and now you take away from their opportunities, right? Because, you know, obviously you take away some of their money because obviously they have to pay you or whatever the fuck, right? Yeah, you pay taxes, sure, right? But all you do is just complain about America. You think that America is the worst place in the world and you want America to be, you know, America and Americans to be killed. Well, get the fuck out of the country, bro. What makes you think that you're wanted here? Like, nobody wants you. Fuck off. Like, leave.
So brave. Like, no, this guy's a horrible guy, dude. Bro talked about fighting Israel and the US for 40 minutes.
I know, right? Like, that's also like hilarious as fuck. It's like, yeah, bro, this guy, all he said is just fucking, yeah, we're gonna fight the US, and then he got clapped day one. And also like the fucking blue pill or red pill, are you retarded or gay? Sneo, I think it's a combination of both. He probably wrong with both of them.
46 years only to die on day one. You've been Muslim for 3 weeks, relax, bro. Sneo is such a fake piece of shit, bro. Anybody actually falling for this grift, he's literally mocking
yeah,
you.
he's just
like,
fucking
I just don't
grifting.
understand.
I just want to say something to you guys. Okay? All of you who are against this movement are worshiping essentially and defending a devil. A man who not only was murdering women every single day for not covering their faces and their heads. You guys know that, right? You guys know that, right? This man would murder and kill women who would not cover their faces and their heads. You guys are defending this person. And you guys make it about America and Israel. Brother, if New Zealand went and freed Iran, we would all be praising New Zealand. If Finland went and freed Iran, we would all say, God bless you, Finland.
If you're gonna say that America should go fight this war, then debate your points and understand a little bit, or else just stay out of the conversation in general. Don't speak about it. Don't try to get Americans to go fight your war. Encouraging troops have died. Americans have already died in this conflict, and you're saying you don't even know anything about it. Maybe you should have shut up from the start. No disrespect, but this has real implications.
Bro, I think you should shut the fuck up. And yeah, obviously, nobody's happy that American troops have died. But when even Iranian people are saying, thank you, America, for helping us. Thank you for killing this guy so we can finally have some fucking freedom and not be killed for doing what in like 99.9% of the world is considered normal shit on the daily basis, right? I don't know, bro. Are you sure? Like, are you sure you know what you're talking about, Sneo? Like, I think you should just shut the fuck up. Take your own advice, shut the fuck up, and just move on to a different topic. I don't know. Pretend to be Muslim again and eat pork chop, and they'll be like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't know it was pork chop. Like, oh fuck, man. Oh, I just ordered beef, bro. I didn't know they gave me pork chops.
On and my family and whatever, and I was a little scared to speak on it because I don't want my family to be killed in Iran. I don't want my family to be killed. They kill people for that. You know that, right? They kill people for that. For me speaking on my family, I put my family's life in danger.
Well, you probably shouldn't have done that. So you put American lives in danger and you're putting your family in danger. You probably just should have stayed out of it if you didn't know.
Bro, Biggest Walls, just fucking leave the room, bro. What are you doing standing next to this clown, bro? How the fuck do you not realize that you're just embarrassing yourself, bro? And also, Sneo, please, just, again, shut the fuck up, bro. You clearly know nothing, bro. And using that sound effect is just disrespectful as fuck, bro. You're just a fucking clown.
But, right, great government. Incredible government.
What?
Wow, real empathetic there, Sneo. So this guy literally
It's alright, bro. Sneo has not unlocked empathy yet, bro. He will discover in a couple of years, bro. Like iDubbbz at 34 or whatever.
you about his family being in danger as an Iranian person, right? Actually educating you on the facts of the situation. And this piece of shit goes, oh yeah, your fault, bro. Your fault. Should've just shut up, bro. I mean, this just completely exposed Sneo. Like, he does not care about Iranian people at all. He's a complete brainwashed fucking pawn, right? If you ever find yourself on the side of Hassan, you just know you're in the wrong. You just know it. Also, this Guard is still on this tirade of, oh no, he was just a great guy. Yes, we just love the dictator. Remember last time he was going, he's not perfect. He's just like any politician. He's just not perfect. You know, like
it's
Kim
not
Jong-un,
perfect, but it's not perfect. But like, come on, guys, don't blame him like that. Like, come on, it's not that bad. Like, chill. Like, you know,
perfect
fucking
fellow.
retard.
You can't expect human beings to be perfect. Fucking moron. Also, I forgot this
bro.
moron.
No, bro. That picture of SpongeBob is
human beings to be perfect.
Bro, that picture is, this picture is fucked up, bro. Like, what's that POV, man?
Fucking moron. Also, I forgot this moron was praying for the health and safety of the dictator. Like, bro was praying for him like it was his own brother, like his own family. Like, oh my god, please come back safely. Like, nobody. He's been rolled in smoke. Anyways, Asmongold responds and he explains that these people are complete and utter lunatics, and this isn't like a racism thing or a religion thing or anything. They are targeting other Muslims as well, like people in Dubai and shit. These people are actually nuts. They're retaliating it everywhere. They're using fucking Draco meteor, bro. They're trying to hit randomly. They're spraying and praying, and nobody actually supports them other than a fringe group of radical lefty
Bro, Hassan, what the did you just steal my grandma's like fucking knitted sweatshirt? Like, what the fuck? Bro, I think Hassan is genuinely like on the fucking LGBT spectrum, bro. He's starting to cross-dress. Like, what the fuck?
lunatics such as Hassan Piker, and then Sneo just joins in from fucking nowhere. God knows he's just anti-Semitic, so might as well.
I mean, they're terrorizing other Muslims. The people in Dubai are Muslims. The people in Saudi Arabia are Muslims. These are people, the people in Iraq that they're bombing are Muslim. This entire idea that this is, you know, the West versus Islam is a lie. It's not even true. The reality is that this is an extreme sect of people that have, like, basically 85 or something, the overwhelming majority percentage of people are not the Muslim sect that Iran is. This is a small subset of them. And basically, so this entire idea that this is like Americans or Jews or secularism versus Islam, this is the small radical cult of Islamic terrorists killing and terrorizing not only their own people, many of which also happen to be Islamic, but also the other Islamic countries in the area, while they are indiscriminately killing anybody who disagrees with them. And on top of that, they're killing Christians and Jews all the time. They don't discriminate. They're killing everybody.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they just kill anybody that doesn't align with their views and that disagrees with them. It's just that simple, bro.
I don't know what we're talking about how this is about Islam. The main victims of this are Muslims.
Yeah, I mean, anybody with the functioning brain can actually see this, right? The central conflict here is innocents versus terrorists. That's the conflict going on here, right? The goal is to protect people from radical loony freaks, right? Believe it or not, guys, I'm about to, make a very controversial take. Terrorism bad.
Fucking hell, bro. You actually got me worried a little bit when you said you're about to make a controversial take, bro. Because I was like, you don't normally do that. And you're trying to be very careful with what you say on YouTube. So I was like, what the fuck are you going to say, bro? Yeah, I mean, yeah. In this day and age, in 2020, in the big ass 2026, the crazy 2026, saying that terrorism is bad, it is kind of controversial apparently. So yeah, that's fair.
Terrorist bad, guys. I know. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, this is apparently a controversial opinion in 2026. Believe it or not. Okay, with the regards like Sneo and Hassan running around with their audiences, this is now a controversial opinion, right? With the amount of colossal morons on Twitter.
Isn't that embarrassing that, like, saying that terrorism is bad is controversial? Like, that has to be so like, I don't know, man. Like, explain this to someone who doesn't really lives on the internet, right? Like we do. and just say, "Oh yeah, bro, you just said terrorism is bad." That's like very fucking controversial nowadays. Like he'll look at you like, "Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you want me to call a mental hospital for you? Like what?" Like it's just so fucking retarded, bro. Like holy shit.
It's just how it is, right? Any terrorist
Anyway, let's just fucking finish this video because we got like 4 minutes left.
attack, it's a false flag, right? They will justify these people. They will elevate these people.
Yep.
They'll pretend they don't commit crimes. They'll pretend they're just the most innocent people. They're not perfect, of course. Anyways, so then Asman says that he will continue to support the Iranian people.
Yeah, I mean, and I know I'm kind of getting attacked from both sides, from people who are angry that I'm supporting it for this reason. But I mean, again, I know that this is the morally good thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. And so I don't even for a second doubt, you know, like my actions or anything like that. And so people can attack me. They can get angry at me. They can lie about me. They can misrepresent me all they want. But it's not really going to bother me in a big way. And maybe it will bother me, but it's not going to make me change what I'm doing. Because
no, like 100%, bro. If you're normal, you know, and you believe that, you know, what America did to Iran, it's a good thing because ultimately it got rid of the leader, so now the Iranian people can have a better future, hopefully, if they don't fuck it up themselves, right? Then, you know, if this is what you believe, you should stand by what you believe, right? I guess right or wrong, right? I guess for all the retarded shit that Hassan is saying and for everything that Hassan is doing, you know, you can at least say, well, at least he stands by his point, right? Like, you know, he doesn't support Israel, doesn't support America and Israel, and he stands by that, right? And obviously it's fucking retarded, but it's true. Like he stands by what he said, right? And I genuinely, I support America for what they did for Iran. I feel like I said many times before now, it's a good thing. Yeah, sure, there are, you know, short-term implications, complications, how the fuck you want to say it, right? There are short-term negative effects. There we go. That's a better way to put it, right? But as if Iran actually does take advantage of this opportunity that they have, then it ultimately will be hella worth it in the long run for them in the first place. Like they will benefit a lot, right? And I support what's going on, right? So yeah, I personally believe that you know, it's a good thing. I stand by what I say, and you know, people can call me whatever the fuck they want, and like, you know, this is something that everybody should understand. Is like people will call you whatever the fuck they can to like people that don't like you, they will do whatever and say anything and everything about you just to put you in a bad light. And to make you look like a horrible human being because they don't like you. And it's like the more you try to appeal to everybody, the more you will alienate everybody at the same time, right? Like I don't care if, you know, say I don't know, say you want to be, you know, you want to be part of the popular kids, right, in school, you know, you want to be part of their group or whatever, right? So now you start to act and behave like they do and trying to integrate and be like them so they accept you, right? Well, now your genuine friends now will just leave you or alienate you because you're no longer the person that they thought you were, right? Like, and like, no matter how much you appeal, and even if you become friends with those popular kids or and you know, you're part of their group, there will forever be people that will hate you for who you are. You know, there will be people that will hate you for the fact that you are part of that group. There will be people that will hate you because of the way that you are, the way that you behave, the way that you speak, what you say, what you do. You know what I mean? So like, why try to appeal to everybody or have this false image just so you can appeal to someone when you can be yourself, be who you are, and attract and appeal to the people that are like you, that think like you. Obviously, not one-to-one. There will forever be disagreements. But wouldn't you want to have someone that, like, you know, you can genuinely, like, you can be yourself around? So, like, you know, if you think one way, like, for example, you support Iran, wouldn't you want someone that also supports Iran around you, rather than have to pretend like you don't support Iran? You know, just have this facade that like, yeah, no, fuck Iran, like fuck, you know, fuck that, you know, fuck America for doing this, like whatever, just so you can appeal to the cool crowd, like for real, you know, and just whatever. You don't need to be this extreme about it. It could be very simple, you know. Maybe you're the type of person that likes dark humor, you know. I'm the type of person that likes dark humor, right? Like imagine like, say you like dark humor. Why would you want to put yourself in a position where you have to silence yourself and make like the most shittiest jokes that you know you're not even finding funny, that you don't laugh at, just because you want to appeal to a certain crowd of people, you know? Because if you do make a dark joke, they'll be like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? And they will abandon you, right? Like they will alienate you because they realize that you're not thinking the way that they are anymore, and you don't align with them anymore, right? So why the fuck would you want to attract people that you know, and have volatile friendships or relationships, when at any point those volatile friendships or relationships can end just because you decide to show your true colors, when you can just show your true colors from the beginning and attract people that fuck with you for who you are? You know, it's the best advice I can give to people, like whatever, call it corny or whatever, but like, bro, be yourself, and like, don't try to what you call it, don't try to appeal to everybody, because you would just appeal to nobody, and you would just push everybody away. Just be yourself and attract the people that you want to have around you, and the people that like you for who you are, not for what you trying to represent or you pretend to represent, for who you are as a person. You know, like I say, you make dark jokes, whatever, you know, attract people that makes those kind of dark jokes, you know. So like, nobody's gonna be like, oh my god, I thought you were like this, but it turns out you were not, you know what I mean? Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say. And it's like I said, like an episode or two ago, right? Like, you don't be the sheep, right? Like, don't just say the line because it's what everybody is saying, you know. Say what you believe, and if you don't know what to believe, then don't say anything. Just say whatever, bro, I don't know, I don't care. Like, you know, don't say something just because that's what was popular, you know. But anyway, let's just finish with the video.
I know that I'm on the right path. I know that I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm advocating for something that's positive.
Exactly. And as long, sorry, I missed the point that I wanted to make, a very important one, and he said part of it, and that reminded me of it. That's what's important. As long as you feel okay with yourself, you can wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and be proud of who you are. Not spit yourself in the eye and say, what the fuck, like, who am I? You know what I mean? You're like proud of who you are. That's what matters. You know what I mean? Like, and if you genuinely believe at the bottom of your heart that you're doing the right thing, then that's what matters, and that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing anything else but the right thing, what you deem to be the right thing.
And it doesn't matter how many, you know, retard tweets or misrepresentations go viral.
Oh
the
yeah,
truth
never
will
be
reign
peer
supreme
pressured to change your
in
opinion.
1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 5 years. And these people will try to pretend to forget about it, but I think that the real ones will remember, who stood and actually cared about this when it was unpopular to do. On the internet right now, it's unpopular to celebrate and support a lot of the attacks on Iran. It is. There's a huge contingency of people that are against it. And I think that's caused a chilling effect. People haven't really wanted to speak out against the obvious injustices and the things that were wrong. But, you know, the same as I spoke out against the injustices that Israel's committed on the Palestinians, just like I've talked about Venezuela and what Maduro did, just like I talked about what Pakistanis and Afghans are dealing with now, the same thing that Pakistanis are doing to the people that live, they have like a secondary military over there that's like oppressing people too. Kashmir, there you go. Yep, Kashmir. Like I talk about this stuff because I think that if I don't talk about it and I don't give these people a voice, nobody hears them.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't really see how
I agree,
this is a
Jenny. I agree.
complicated
That's
issue at
a
all.
really
And I
good
don't
way
see
to
how
put it.
the usual suspects, right, all the Hassan orbiters, all these other streamers who are so outspoken about oppression and all these other issues suddenly are completely silent, or if they ever speak out, it's the opposite side, right? So this just exposes them completely, that they don't care about oppression, they don't care about fighting these causes or anything like that. They are simply in it for the
yeah,
grift.
they never.
They're simply in it.
That's the thing, though. That's the most obvious thing. Like, they never care about these issues, bro. They're only here because that's what's That's what's popular to talk about on the internet right now. And if it's popular to hate that, then that's what they will do. They will hate it. And as soon as it becomes popular to support it, that's when they will start supporting it. You know what I mean? It's just like they don't believe in what they say. They only do it because, like I said, they're narcissistic retards that all they care about is social media attention. They are so unloved by their family that they crave any little bit of attention that they can get from even randoms on the internet by putting themselves in such shitty positions just for the sake of getting 5 likes on a tweet and 2 reposts. Like, oh my god, look, someone's agreeing with me. You know what I mean? Like, bro, or whatever. In case of Hassan, like in this one, he has 50,000 viewers, which how, but whatever. You know what I mean, right? Like they don't care about it. They just desperate for attention. That's what I'm trying to say.
To raise their social media numbers over and over and over again. And it's crazy that people can't see it. This should be the most clear-cut case that they don't care about innocent lives. I mean, of course, Hassan fans will be there to try and argue with you and shit like that, but I feel like nobody can really convince me that terrorism is justified in any capacity.
Like how can someone, how can you say, or what can you say? I genuinely trying to think. What can somebody say to me that will justify terrorism? Because I can't think of anything. Like, for real. No matter how much I try to think about this, and this is not just an idea I just had right now. Like, it's been something that I kept thinking about because, like I said, I've been following the drama in my, while I was, like, working on music or whatever, or, like, in my downtime, like, I would just put this on to, like, watch something to, turn off my brain kind of thing. But honestly, it's just been funny as fuck to watch. But honestly, I've been thinking about this and I can't find an answer, bro. What can somebody say to me? Or look, put yourself in the shoes, right? What can somebody come and say to you in order for you to come to the conclusion that terrorism is good? Because honestly, I can't think of anything. And I don't think there is genuinely anything that anybody can say to convince me that terrorism is actually not a bad thing. For real.
Terrorism bad is a pretty standard and normal take. The fact that I even have to justify that is actually crazy. Apparently this makes me a political person, by the way. Saying that terrorism bad, that's a right-wing Nazi take now, according to Hassan. So like I just don't get it at this point. That's like a self-report, bro. Now click this video or you get nuked. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Well, I don't know what the fuck is playing. Oh, it's the same video again. Right. Well, we gotta thank the GOAT, Pegasus himself, for the amazing video. Honestly, it's been just a fucking roller coaster. Like, these 3 videos I've watched today, like, they have been a fucking crazy ass roller coaster. Fuck, bro. I don't know what to say, bro. Like, this, honestly, bro, like I said, I don't know how Hassan is not being, at bare minimum, being investigated. Although I believe he should be either put in the pad itself for the rest of his life or in the jail cell for the rest of his life, but whatever. Anyways, that aside though, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, don't forget to show some support to the GOAT himself. More Pegasus. The link is in the description. Also, if you guys enjoyed my video as well, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Drop a like, drop a comment. If it's anything you want to have a conversation with me about, debate, however the fuck you want to put it, leave it down in the comments. And as long as it's not something that's obviously retarded, I will try to respond and have a debate with you, because I'm always looking to debate with people, trying to see different points, trying to understand how different people think, why they think in certain ways. So yeah, leave it down in the comments, and if, like I said, if it's not something that's retarded, I will try and have a conversation with you, see maybe I change my opinion on certain things, maybe I understand some things that I don't know. If you think that I've got anything wrong in this video, please let me know in the comments and explain to me why I was wrong, and we can either have a conversation in the comments, or I can just I can understand, and I'll be like, okay, it's time for me to change this, time for me to change this aspect that I got wrong, but yeah, anyway, with that being said, I've been Antidota, and I hope you guys have a lovely night. Peace. Peace out.